And we're back with another episode of Let's Play PC Building Simulator. I'm your host, the RPG guys. I adjust the mic and I bang my thumb on it, trying to alter it and then start at the same time. It didn't work out. Let's just say that. Boop. Keep forgetting the light switches there. All right, let's get these going here. Oh, I hate that tower. I hate that tiny little shitty tower. All right, let's make sure there's no weird requests or anything of that nature. Because I know how some of those dingleberries like to fuck with me. So this is the DFL dude, and he didn't require anything major, except he wanted 8 gigs of RAM. And we have a DFL card, and we're hoping that it gives us the performance we need. Hoping. Maybe his computer's just riddled with so much shit that's why it's not working the way he wants it to work. Okay. Let's make sure this is set. Because it probably isn't. Nope. And we'll put on the antivirus and the 3D mark. Trying to avoid saying it today. Trying to avoid saying it on this episode. I'm sure some of you are tired of hearing it. Sometimes it's just too bad. Too bad about it. Why don't you sing and shout? It's too bad. Oh, it's too bad. It's too bad. It's too bad. It's too bad. If anybody actually gets that reference, kudos for you. Because that's a pretty obscure game, I would say, by today's standard. Well, that's not good. No prawn. Well, let's hope for the best. Let's hope that RAM really does the big deal here. Diagnose and fix. 110 motherboard problem. We might do this one. Well, let's do this one now. Since it's the most we got. Holy crap, he's got 2 little cards. Now, this is interesting. Well, no, it's not because we got to put it back in there. I was going to say, well, if we were upgrading it, but that's not what we're doing. We're replacing a motherboard. Well, you know, I think we built this. I think we actually built this earlier, which is why it looks like that. See some of this compressed air now that everything's pretty much out of there. It's still going. It's almost done, though. I don't remember. Just the one stick, huh? Oh, that's right. It's this setup. Derp. It's weird because you gotta put it in after you move that. I just really quickly want to get this fully at least installed before going back to the other rig. That way we don't have to dick around with it. What's the problem? Oh, okay, so this is in the way. Put it in the wrong spot. No, I want to put it in the second slot. Oh, I did. It's like, I want to put it in the second slot, damn you. Like, oh, wait, I did. We'll make sure there's no request on this Peckerdoodle's rig, because there always is. What did we do? 3647. We didn't make it. What did we actually get? I totally missed it. 3635. We're just barely short. You gotta be shitting me. We only got 15 bucks remaining. You know what? Let me think about this really quick. There might be a better reason for this performance issue. Let me take this out. I'm wondering... Okay. How much do we have? 80 bucks. No, it was 125, so... I told DFL fanboy I've never cleaned this out. Is that okay? Okay, hold on. Let me see here. What do we actually have? Do we have any other DFL parts? We do. But they're too expensive to put in. Take the new one out. Well, that would be cheaper than this. Let's go for it. Let me double check. Okay, he doesn't say that we can't use used parts, so luckily we might have lucked out on this pretty big. Let's see what that does. Benchmarking is important. Okay. We should get it now, but it's kind of silly we went to that extreme to do it. Because if we didn't have those two cards, we wouldn't have been able to do it. But now I'm also sitting on a shitty singular DSL card. But that's a problem I'm willing to have, in all fairness. And that's kind of a beginner's trap. Hence why we didn't sell it. We don't sell video cards unless they're really, really low tier. Like 2 gig fucking things, you know? Those cards were not 2 gigs. They were... Each of those, I think, were 4 gigs for the most... What? There we go. Jeez, why couldn't I turn it on? For crying out loud. Alright. I'm pretty confident we are good. Just the issue is getting rid of that card we bought, but... What are you going to do? Runs Adobe Photoshop. Oh, what's in here? No, there's nothing we can put in there. But so we went out and we're buying RAM for this guy. Could put that in there. I wonder if 2 of these would have been sufficient. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it right now. Oh, you bitch. What are these? R9 290. I'm just going to hold on to that RAM if I have to. Ah, there's your problem. 275 watts versus 200 watts. Let's try this. $250. This is cheaper wattage. Strangely enough. Should work this time. So much so that I'm relatively confident. I'm not confident at all. What am I saying? Did we actually set these? Hold on. Maybe that's why we're not making the amount that we need. No, it's on. Okay, this guy should be done. Run it. I mean, this could work. And it just needed cheaper freaking cards in there. And like I said, we can hold on to the 3600 RAM because that will have a use. For sure. So that's not a problem. So we could go in here with graphics and we can go and put these two guys in there. We can fuck that. We can even put the new one in there. With $100 remaining. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe not. Let me see. Nope. No. We gotta take the new one out. We can put the used ones in there, though. Ooh. We can put one new one in there. We can put the grader in there. Let's put both. How much do we spend? So we have 140, so we can put one memory, stick of that memory in there. So we bought 3, but we can put 1 in. And we got $15 remaining. Let's see what happens. I have a feeling it's gonna burn out because that's a 550 as well, and it couldn't handle it. But it also depends on what processor is in here. That's it. Yeah, so maybe the lesser wattage there will help. We'll give it a try. I have a feeling, though, it's going to be too much wattage. And if that's the case, we'll leave the grader in there for now. And then we do have the other ones for later. And there's not much we can really do about that. So we can't throw the new one in there. We don't have enough money to put the RAM in there, so... Well, that's technically not true. 4,000. Yeah, so we got it with this. Fucking asshole. They tried to trap us. They tried and they failed. We don't have to put DFLs in there now that I'm even thinking about it. So maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. Let me finish this really quick. We can put something else in there that's not DFL. Because we have other options that are cheaper. I know we do too. We've got these guys. So why not? Now the only negative is if it says there's inferior parts. Then we really can't do it. But I don't see why we couldn't. A lot lower in wattage, so it would work. It doesn't say inferior parts, so either the game doesn't care or... This is a good experiment, actually, to see what happens. And actually, if this works... we can put in another RAM stick. Let's do that now. I don't want to waste time testing it if there's a chance it would work. I don't think we did this either. Nope, we did not. Boom. So that means we only have one stick too many and one card that we don't really need, in theory. But yeah, if we can get our money back on this guy, I'm on this. That's fine. And then we have a matching card if we want a dual card rig. When we get better power supplies, or we just get rid of them quickly. It might even be the better deal. Let's see here. I'm going to make a save just in case, because I have a feeling we may have issues, but let's see what happens here. This one should be, yeah, I was going to say, this one should be fine. He accepted it. Cool. Let's see what happens with this one. It doesn't specify that there's inferior parts, so even though technically I think these parts are inferior. Or these are better cards at 2 gigs than they were when we put them in there. Interesting how they're both different price ranges for some reason, even though they're the exact same card. So anyway, we'll let that run. PC super slow, yawn. My previous PC was benchmarking 6843, so I want at least that. Do you think you could do that in 3 days? I want 2 GPUs for this build. Have you heard of MSI? They're meant to be pretty good. I've never cleaned it out. Is that okay? Oh god, his power supply is shit. His current rating is also pretty shitty too. He needs more RAM. He's given us a good amount of money, but not very much to work with. But more RAM wouldn't hurt. 4 more gigs. Probably bring us to about 5 something. But he wants dual cards. You're not going to get... We can't do 2 brand new cards. So we got to... I think we have to double this and upgrade the RAM with what's left. We'll take a look at it in a minute here. Okay, it doesn't say there's a problem, so let's just see what happens. I don't want to buy any parts for the new stuff yet until we've fully tested this. We shifted some hardware around, and now this is the last step. There we go. Okay, not a problem. Alright, so let's see, 590, huh? Well, 964 gig, huh? 964 gig. Doesn't sound like a good card. So, 180. So it can't be this kind of upgrade. Let me think about this. Dude just wants dual cards. That's all he seems to care about. So what can we do? So what can we do for 590? What are we talking about to get to that? Because you really can't get to that easily with 2 cards. Because no matter how you add them up, they have to be under a certain amount. Like 290. 2 3s would make 600, so they have to be like 285 each. So if we go down to where that is... right here. Let me think. If a computer could do it, it'd be this one. It's got the power there. And this isn't, you can't dual this one. Oh, 2 GPUs. I want to say it's going to be 2 of these. So that's 570. And that's it has to be 2 of those. Now it's 500 watts. Which golden do we have here? 145 and one. This is the only one I can see doing it. This is the only one I can feasibly imagine it working with. We will accept that. That's all I can think of. Okay, let me see. My friend said you work with computers. Can you repair something for me? Can you have a look at it for me? What the fuck? I have no... With the grammar. My brother kicked the computer. The screen went black and now it doesn't turn on. I worry about used parts. I'm always benchmarking to see if any changes make it better. Probably motherboard. 150 AX370. New. Processor. 150, yeah, probably that. Oh, wait. I worry about used parts. I'm always benchmarking to see if my channel. Okay. Need repairs. I need you to repair my rig. This computer starts boot. The computer starts booting and then it shuts back down again right away. Maybe it's the CPU. I'd like it to be done in 4 days. I've never cleaned it. I said, okay, if you're to AMD, then it to be pretty good. So, alright. So, it's again, pretty straightforward. This is a 1500X. So, 190. And the RAM, 8 gig at 266. 6. And it's 4 or 8. It's 8 gigs. So 270. Yep, that's 270. We accept. Alright, let's look here. Man, we need better power supplies. I think we just technically got one. We're looking for the 650s piece, and that's really the. Here's the cheapest 600 that we've been able to get right here, 65. So that's actually marginal. It's $10 more for another 50 watts. That's pretty good. Nothing higher than 600, but this is far more reasonable price than this. It's $15 difference, and that actually means a lot. It's just not modular. So that's maybe the only negative, and I don't even think that's much of a negative, or I got it backwards. One's worse off than the other. But for the most part, that should be fine. Alright, so let's go ahead, and I'm mostly happy with all of this. So let's buy it now. No weird cabling, right? No, just very specific hardware requests. Let's go to the bay. And 470 gaming 8 gig, you bet your ass. Sure, why not? Ooh, my nipples are hard. And you never say never. Alright, so we're pretty good in that regard. Let's go ahead and shut down for the day. And we're gonna get, I think, the broken rig coming in. So and I get to explain it. Is it? Yeah, I think it is. Oh, we got 2 broken ones? Oh, no. One's an empty case. Okay, so we have an empty case, which we can work with. So we'll do that last. And we've got a broken rig, which we will also do last. So the deal here, and I don't even think we have the materials, per se. Let me see. I don't think we have enough used materials to do this. We have okay, so that's an Intel. We have 2 Intels. We have used memory, we have used graphic cards, we have 1 used storage, no power supply. So that's the only thing we don't have to build it, but we could order a power supply, a cheap one, to do whatever we want it to do. The other thing, too, with the motherboard is that it is SLI. So we could SLI a couple cards in this piece, so we may want to get a decent one to put in here, and everything else is used. Alright, but let's do these guys foist. Power up, and then we'll talk about the repair job. So we'll order them this way, And this guy needed a new CPU, a new RAM, so outside the fact that he's got one of these installed, not that hard to get to. Cleaning on these NZXTs are a pain in the ass, though. New CPU. Boop. Boop. Processor. Processor. And bloop. Memory. Yeah, we didn't actually have the 266. Not that it matters, we shouldn't be using used stuff in it anyway. Cooling. Where is this? There it is. And let's go ahead and see here. Check it for prawn. And looks good. Make sure it's running at the right speed. Oh, shit. Alright, let's run the scan. I'm not convinced I blew enough of the air out of here. Prawn free. Alright, let's go ahead and lock it up. This is number 2. So this was a processor problem as well, so this is a pretty quick fix. Well, this doesn't look dirty. So we'll just seal it back up. We'll run the usual guys on it while that's going. Oh, I hate these computers. I think for that rig all we can do is install dual graphics cards too, so we don't have much to change. Just gotta put these fuckers in. Make sure this is set right. Run the scan. All right, let me see here. Well, that would help, wouldn't it? The damn things were plugged in. This one is done. I didn't know I put everything on there. Shit. Let's make sure this is set right as well. Done. All right. Done. Let's grab this. We'll grab this for now. We can set it all up, too, with everything we want. So something in here is broken. Now, the easiest way to usually test it is to just kind of look at what's really cheap. And it's obviously this frickin' this mechanical hard drive. So this is obviously what's broken. This rig was originally $349, which is pretty much what we probably paid for it. Actually, we might have gotten it for even less. So yeah, this thing's broken. Screw that. We can chuck this in here to get... Well, we'll hold on to it. It still counts as a new item. And it already has a hard drive in it, so I'm a little reluctant to want to throw another hard drive in there. What is this? And what is this? Okay, so this is a 980 Gamer XL. I think we actually have one of these. 970 Gamer XL. 980 Gamer XL. It's a good card. We can't put dual cards in this, so this might be a good dumping ground for a non-dual card that we have. This thing is garbage. Yeah, this thing is pretty bad. So let's sell that. That's a pretty bad card. Actually, a lot of these for $55 are pretty bad. That's a very bad card. And we have nothing to combine it, so we'll sell that one too. Let's go ahead and throw in... Throw this amped in there, or this 3... Neither of these are combinable, so... Neither is this one, so... This is shit too, fuck that. I don't know. There's got to be one of these singles. We can put a nice one in here. Let's put this 3 gig card in there. The 3 gig VR. I don't see a reason to sit on it anymore. And 6 gig there, 117. Let's put that in there. You can throw this memory in here as well. $67.10. Ooh. You're killing me, really? How the hell are we short? We have $20 to spend. We can't really upgrade anything. Huh. The RAM is too expensive. So, it can't be card related. We can't do better than these cards. I mean, it's part of it, but it's not the entirety of it. So, what processors in here? Really, what fucking processors in here? Okay, so it's a RAM problem. And we can't use these cards this expensive. So we have these to burn now, but that's not a problem. Those are good cards, and we know that they're cheap enough wattage-wise that we can do a lot of fixing with them. So this is going to be an emergency kind of bullshitty repair. It would help if that was plugged in. All right, let's go ahead and make some changes here to this rig, and we can take this out. We're not done with this rig. We're going to have to speed order something, but because we got to speed order something, I want to do some work on this. This will be the best, some of the best stuff that we have. We'll throw in here to get rid of it. We're going to buy a 600 watt power supply to, per se, do that. I don't think we have room for 2 memory cards. We don't have 2 matching memory cards. So here's what you need to know about repaired rigs. We're going to get credit for the parts that we put in here, the stuff that we just kind of dump in the machine. So it went up from where it was to $438. And because we got it to boot to the operating system, we got it to go up even higher. All right, so there's a combination there of parts and, well, we don't need to do that, of a combination of parts and that is making the number, and the fact that we got it to boot. Now, you could sell this as is, but if you actually 3D mark it, you will raise that number again. So keep the 430. We'll say it was 440. We'll just round it up so that way we keep track of it here. Let's go ahead and throw in a pretty decent processor. And so this is a rig that we just can really throw in whatever we want. Screw you, Martoni. We'll never use this. This motherboard can handle 3000 megahertz, so... Wait a minute, what does this dude have in here? No, it has to be exactly matching. You can't blame me for trying. Let's throw this... Which one's more valuable, really? That's not new. Oh, this guy is. 2400. Yeah, we'll just throw that in there. Boop. Boop. Probably doesn't matter. Let's just do this one. It really doesn't matter that much. Graphics cards. Graphics cards. Now, this thing will support pretty much anything we chuck in it. But wattage is the problem. We can't go with these big 300 watt, 275 watt cards until we get better power supplies. So we'll sit on these for later. But really, anything else we can double up on, we can. RX 560s. Pretty sure we have one thing. RX 560 OC. No, okay, so that's not gonna fly. Fuck off. Look at that. So now it's worth $601. And it's literally worth that because we invested the time to repair it as well as check the performance of it and make sure that it is a fully stable system. So because of that, this guy's ready to go on the PC Bay market. So let's go ahead. And we have to play the waiting game. So we'll store it in this cabinet here. Now this guy, we're not quite sure what we really want to do. I think we have 2 of these. These are 148 watt. Let's take a look. Oh, look at that. Any 970 will fit in here with this guy. Wait a minute, though. Yeah, we could throw those in there. But we won't. Let me double check and see if that one dude wanted used parts or new. Really quick. Because if that's the case, could put 2 of these in there. And that would bring the price down enough to throw more RAM in there. I'm getting ideas, my friends. Ideas indeed. They're meant to be pretty good. He wants MSI. He wants 2 GPUs. So what we could do with this... Let me see here. If he's being this much of a butt nugget... This is what he had in the machine to begin with. Let's take a golden... Because we gotta help pay for it somehow. And we'll put the slightly better one in here. Of the 2 shittier ones. See what they did here. That gives us 189 to play with. So we could go up to 8 gigs, or better than that, we can go up to 16 at 3000 hertz. Let me take a look here. Memory. $32 at 16 is $215. That's too much. $189. So 3. Let's check 3000. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, it's too much. 210. We don't have that. So 3000. So close. So close. 190. Or I don't want to buy this and it not work. But we could take out the golden and put his other card back in here. So let's do this. I can make this work, I think. Put in the golden, and then put in this guy. 195. 190. Now I'm just going to go ahead and rush order this separately just so we can get this one done. I think we'll be okay. Because now he's getting the rig upgrade. See, this is why it helped. Now, in all fairness, this was, I think, the card he originally had in here. So we only need one of these and a RAM upgrade. So in all fairness, I kind of done goofed. And that's... Oh, you know what I didn't buy? Son of a bitch, a power supply. GHAR. Foiled again. But we'll buy it with the other stuff we got to buy for the next day. So let's put in this beast. Leaving $5 remaining. Let's go ahead and plug everything back in. Hopefully this gives us the performance. The trick is literally what we literally just did, which we need to make sure the RAM is set right because it's a new stick. Is we quadrupled the RAM, right? Is that right? Quadruple? I think we quadrupled the RAM technically. And we need to now see if we can get the... But we went with a slightly lesser video card. This should do it. Alright, what were we doing over here? The video cards. That's right. That's right. Fuck off. Again, this is a wattage issue. Because, like, no matter what I put in here, it's going to be a wattage. Ooh, wait a minute. I think we got a winner. Okay. Winners. Alright, we need a power supply, so let's go grab one. Preferably a big one. Boom. And let's just... God, I'm hoping that works. Are you able to fix something for me? Let's collect on these guys. Yay. Hiya, bae. Oh, dear God, not this asshole again. Jason Dumbmore. Oh, fuck, I don't even want to read this until we get further along here. Need repairs done. Upgrade. So 3 upgrades and a brand new cheap build. $500. We got to get the score to 1100. That's not going to be that hard. And we can throw in used parts, so could get rid of some of the shitty used crap that we're sitting on. I will not complain. 6255? Son of... Wait, it went down. Let me see here. This is what I was worried about. Shenanigans ho. I believe this will put us over by like $10. $1 over. Really? $1 fucking dollar. Fuck you. Well, if it's $1 over, we can go for 8 gigs of RAM instead of 16. So let's just try it and see if this helps. But I have a feeling it won't. It'll lower it even. It'll be slightly better, but not. I don't think not enough. But if it becomes that, all we got to do really is buy another 4 gig stick. But it was like $65 for it, which is why we didn't buy it. $55, yeah. So we didn't have the money. We only have 40 left over with the 2 of these beasts in there. But let's just see what happens. Oh, motherfucker. This is pretty easy though, and I'm not too worried about it. Let's accept it. And for $500, power supply 55, storage 60, so that's 105, 155, 190. That puts it at 300. You can already see I'm trying to do this very straightforward. 300, 310. But theoretically, we could use these parts 310. And if we go with this, that would make exactly 500. And is everything accounted for? That's 200, 310. Fuck that. 200, 305, 305. No, I'm not counting this right. That's 300, or that's 200, 310. It's enough. Fuck it. I don't know. Okay. Okay. No. Why can't I math today? You never can math, bro. Yeah, that's probably true too. Fair argument. It's just easier to do this. 190 plus 10 plus 110 plus that plus 50 plus 60 plus 55. Ooh, actually, I'm over. I'm over by $10. Really? Well, son of a bitch. How am I over? Did I put something in wrong? 190, 10, 110, 35, 50, 60, and 55. Well, you know what that means, in my opinion. We can... How much is my used memory? $20 and $12 evenly. So, boop. We use the used memory. 6540. I think that's it. No, you motherfucker. Okay. Well, we can't do better on the processor, so what the fuck do they want me to do? You know what? Let's put the other golden in there. And if that doesn't work, I don't know what we need. We need to look at, well, if this doesn't work, we need to see what outperforms these guys, because I might have not been reading very closely, and that might be what's throwing me off. We should be able to tackle this, and for some reason I'm missing something, is what it comes down to. All right, repairs. We're going a little long, guys. I'm sorry. You know what? Fuck it. Let's figure this out. Let's go to the Goldens. These are the 4 gig Goldens. They're down in this area somewhere. Founders Edition. Here they are, right here. I think these are the 970s. 970 Gaming 4 Golden. Okay. So let's look at like a 470. These are better, but they're more expensive. And they're 8 gig. Let me think about this. $590. Holy shit, that's what needed to be bought. It's 2 of these. Has to be 2 of those. Okay, so the Goldens are a waste. They're 6, 7, 10 is still not enough. So that's what it is. Alright, so 2 things need to happen. We have 2 video cards we can't use right now. So I make it sound harsher than it really is right now. And they're, in all fairness, they're not super good, so I'd be reluctant to sell these outright. We'll figure out something else for them, but these were the cards we needed to buy. And we got this dude. Let's just get the parts ordered and then figure the rest of this out. Alright, so I think we know what parts to get. And we know what parts we need to put back in here. So we've got a bit of a conundrum of what we got to do. We got to order these new cards, and these current cards that we're holding are pretty pricey, so we'll have to see if what we can do, either find a way to make major profit off of it or to cut our losses. We may double down on it for another rig. We could do it in this guy here, but I don't know. Well, we really got to sit down and figure out the value of what we're doing, because this is going to be new parts. So we may want to save it for a new build coming later, and we'll see how that works. So anyway, thank you guys for stopping by. I am your host, the RPG Guy. When we come back, we're going to settle and sort out this final rig for the day, because we ran into a bit of a wall, lost a little bit of money, but technically we didn't. We have money invested in one good part and some slightly lesser parts that weren't cheap. So we'll have to figure out what we want to do with that. So anyway, thank you guys for stopping by. Check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/JackTardStudios for a lot of other shows that we do on the channel. And like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And support the channels you watch in any way you can, because if you enjoy what we're doing, anything that you guys can do to help support the channel always comes back to you guys tenfold. More videos, more frequency, better quality, all those things. So anyway, thank you guys for stopping by, and we'll see you guys next time. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.